Hello, legends, heroes, and poopy heads. Welcome to the Omni Flash channel, where Omni Flash will take gaming to the next level.
I am Omni Flash, and I'm your guide to Diablo Immortal. Today we've got an absolute game changer, the Champion Paragon. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on the insane PvP damage and tankiness that this Paragon gives you. It rewards you for not dying. Because you are a champion, you will get massive rewards. This Paragon is the #1 PvP Paragon. You have to check this out. I just went pretty much I just completely dominated this battleground. And it's so much damage. And I'm only using 4,000 res, 4,300 res, and my secondaries aren't that high either. But in this battleground, I do fight people with 8k resonance, and I just absolutely destroyed using the Champion's Paragon. You have to test it out yourself. It is absolutely amazing. In order to access the Champion's Paragon, you're going to need to conquer the final raid boss in Inferno 3. You defeat the last Inferno 3 raid boss, and you will unlock this Paragon. The Champion Paragon will boost your damage and turn you into an unstoppable force. If you defeat 5 enemies, you'll be granted 15% critical chance and 15% attack speed. Not only that, you will have a permanent 4% more damage boost, and you have a 4% damage reduction. This is permanent, built in. And every time you kill an enemy, you will have that 4% boost will turn into a 12% boost. Every time you kill an enemy, you will have 12% more damage, and you will take 12% less damage. But the real icing on the cake is when you take down 6 players. When you kill 6 players without dying, that's when you activate Juggernaut mode. When you activate Juggernaut mode, your character will magically heal back and grow 10% bigger. Plus, you will also gain 20% bonus movement speed, and that is so much, and so much value. All you lose in switching over this is you do lose cheat death from Gladiator, but if you're a class that does not die, like a Necro, or if you're a range class like a Demon Hunter, that extra damage, that 15% extra crit chance, that 15% attack speed, and the 4% extra damage, which turns into 12% extra damage whenever you kill somebody, all that adds up to make you into a killing machine. So the Champion's Paragon is super strong. I highly recommend that you test it out. And comment below, let me know what you think of the Champion's Paragon. I think it is the best Paragon in the game. Of course, if you're a tank and you have to stay alive, I think that there's going to be times when Gladiator may still be a thing. However, I feel like most people are going to try to change the Champion's Paragon. As long as you can stay alive, Champion's Paragon will be much better than Gladiator. I think the Champion's Paragon will really help good players that can stay alive. This Paragon will allow more players, good players, just strategic players, to outplay their enemies, simply because as long as they're strategic enough, they can still stay alive. If they can strategically stay alive, this buff is going to make a huge difference, and it will change the tide of a game. So this Paragon is going to definitely punish players that aren't as good at the game. But if you are pretty good at staying alive, or you just have to play a little bit more carefully so to make sure that you don't die, it will punish you if you die. So definitely, as a Champion's Paragon, you're gonna have to play a little bit more safe. Oh no, so far, after I've played a few matches with this new Paragon, I found that the extra damage is huge. The extra damage is quite noticeable. Normally, enemies would not die. I would be able to kill them right away with this new Paragon. Also notable is I'm playing with 4,300 resonance. I'll show you. I mean, I showed you at the front of the video. I will also show you at the end of this video. I am playing with 4,300 resonance, and all of my secondary stats are less than 4,000. They're about 3,500, maybe 3,800, because I do have new bracelets. But yeah, I mean, Champion's Paragon is so much damage. It will change the way you play. You're gonna have to play. You're gonna have to stay alive more. But the damage that you get from staying alive from those kill streaks will allow you to snowball. I believe that this is a Paragon designed for a snowball effect. So if you have a team that is winning, this will allow your team to continue to win until you die. So definitely, if you want the snowball effect, start racking up some kills with the Champion's Paragon, and that will give you the extra damage to keep your enemies down for the entire match. In this match, I am using the new set items. I'm using 4 of the Angmet's Conflagration. Not sure if that's the way you pronounce it. The new set items, Angmet's Conflagration. 4-piece. I'm trying to get to 6-piece, and 2-piece Vitus. 2-piece Vitus allow me to have my my wraith form longer, and the Angmet's Conflagration will actually ignite your enemies, and it deals a ton of damage over time. So I'm using that. I am also using a rank 1. I'm also using a rank 1 Maw of the Deep, the new 5-star in this video. It is also a very good gem, has a lot of CC. Any type of damage you deal can cause your enemies to get CC'd in a whirlpool, and also a huge shark maw from the deep will actually jump out and knock your enemies back. I feel like that this Champion's Paragon is something that all classes can try to use. I think it will be especially useful on DH and Necromancers because they're ranged. I also think that they will be extremely useful for Barbs and Necros because they have cheat death. So having the extra cheat death will allow you some more room to stay alive and keep all your stacks. So every, like 30-35 seconds, you can cheat death, and it's basically a free life so that you always have your buffs from the Champion's Paragon. As you can see, this is extremely strong Paragon, giving me a whole lot extra damage so that I can destroy my enemies. I have 16 kills. The enemy has Twister, which is a pretty strong guy. He has 8,166 resonance. I am using 4,300 resonance. My team also has HX Blast, which is also, I think, about 8k, so it's not like my team doesn't have a whale also. But with using champions and being just, an offensive necro, at 4k resonance, you can outperform even 8ks. They're extremely lethal. This new Champion's Paragon is extremely lethal. I'm also using all of the new stuff, Maws, and using the brand new Angmet's Conflagration. It's so hard to pronounce. Angmet's. I think I'll get used to it later. Anyways, thanks for watching, and once I get 6 pieces of Angmet's Conflagration, I will make another video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Be sure to like and subscribe.
Have to believe or else the pain